This is Speck's CandyShell grip for the iPhone 5C. Hi, Dan from Your Diary, and today we're going to take a quick look at the Speck CandyShell grip for the iPhone 5C. This case has an MSRP of $35 and it's available in a number of different colors. This is a classic Speck case, the CandyShell grip. It is the CandyShell with a hard, shiny surface on the outside and a second, softer material that comes through on the grip and is throughout the interior of the case, allowing for the phone to be protected in this really soft material, really housed in it and simply almost suspended inside the case. This, as I said, has an MSRP of $35 when it's available, and it is in a number of different colors. This case is actually the favorite case that my wife Alana has for the iPhone. She loved using the Speck CandyShell grip for the iPhone 4S and has been waiting for this case for her colorful iPhone 5C. So let's pop her phone into it and get a sense of what it looks like. As is always the case, recommend putting the buttons in first and then slowly and gently forcing the phone into the case itself. And then once it's in there, you've got a really nice new home for your iPhone 5C. So let's take a look on the back. On the back, you have the Speck name and logo, and you've got this really nice ribbing that comes through. It gives you really good tactile feel. As Alana puts it, it's got grip. You have a nice opening for the camera, the microphone, and the flash as well. And you can see that the ribbing, the treads carry over to the sides of the case as well, which gives you a lot of grip if you're doing a lot of texting or a lot of game playing. The CandyShell also breaks through here, where you have the shiny material and then the softer material coming through on the corners, giving it that little extra bit of added protection. Flipping the case over and looking at the bottom of it, what you'll see is that you have an opening here for the speaker, the lightning connector, and then the 3.5mm headphone jack and microphone. All are open and accessible, but you used to have a long run here, which would eventually, this would break. Now you have very short runs of thinner material. My suspicion is that this will hold up a whole lot better over time. Speck really clearly took feedback about that problem with the case, and they remedied it by not having this completely open, but by having it broken down so that you get these shorter runs of material. Over here on the side, you'll see that the mute toggle is accessible but recessed, and you have the buttons covered, and in this case, it's covered with more rectangular buttons, which are similar to what you find on the iPhone 5C, as opposed to the round buttons that you get on the iPhone 5 or the iPhone 5S. Coming here to the top, the sleep awake button is covered and is in the softer material, which is very comfortable to touch and to hold and to activate your phone. Not a problem. The other thing that's really nice about the Speck CandyShell grip, in addition to the grip of the case itself, is that it gives you a good degree of lay on the table protection. This is raised up and away from the screen so that when you take the phone and you place it down on any surface, the screen itself does not come into contact with the surface you're placing it upon, and yet it's not so recessed that it's hard to access the screen. I have no problem getting to it or getting to the edges of the screen either. So this is Speck's CandyShell grip for the iPhone 5C, MSRP of $35. It's a great case at a good price. This is Dan for Your Diary. Thanks for watching.